Let me tell you about a voice. Not this voice, but the one inside. Are you going to stay in bed? Or are you finally going to become the person you keep dreaming about? Because right now, in this quiet moment, before the world even wakes up, your life is being decided. Not in some big dramatic event, not in some once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but in a small, silent, invisible decision. The moment your alarm rings, that moment is where your future begins, or where it slowly dies. Every morning, you are given two choices, not three, not 10, just two. You either continue sleeping with your dreams, or you wake up and start chasing them. And most people already made their choice. They just don't realize it yet. Think about your mornings. Be honest with yourself. How many times have you said, "I'll wake up early tomorrow"? How many times did you promise yourself, "This is it. This is the day I change"? And then morning comes. The alarm rings. You open your eyes for a second, and then that voice whispers, "Just 5 more minutes." And you listen. You always listen, because it feels harmless. It feels small. It feels like it doesn't matter. But that's where you're wrong. That moment, that one decision, is shaping your entire life. 5 minutes turns into 10. 10 turns into 30. 30 turns into a rushed morning, a stressed mind, a day that feels out of control before it even begins. And then you wonder, why am I not where I want to be? It's not because you're not capable. It's not because you're not talented. It's not because life is unfair. It's because you keep choosing comfort over growth. Let me tell you something real. Success is not built in big moments. It's not built in motivation. It's not built when you feel ready. Success is built in silence, in discipline, in mornings when nobody is watching. There are two types of people in this world: the ones who wake up with purpose, and the ones who wake up with excuses. The ones who say, "Let's go," and the ones who say, "Maybe later." The ones who take control of their life, and the ones who keep waiting for the perfect moment. And here's the truth. The gap between those two people is not intelligence. It's not money. It's not luck. It's discipline. Right now, somewhere in the world, someone is waking up early. Someone is pushing through the same tiredness you feel. Someone is getting out of bed when they don't feel like it. Someone is choosing growth while you're still thinking about it. That's the difference. Not talent, not opportunity, but action. And the scary part is, this doesn't happen once. It happens every day, every single morning. You are either moving closer to your goals or further away from them. And most people don't even notice, because it's not dramatic. It's quiet. It's slow. It's hidden in small habits. You don't fail in one day. You fail in small moments. Repeat it again and again and again, until one day you wake up and realize you're still in the same place. Same routine, same mindset, same excuses, different year. And deep down, that hurts, because you know you were meant for more. You feel it sometimes. That voice inside you telling you, you can do better. You should be further ahead. You're wasting your potential. But instead of listening, you ignore it. You distract yourself. You delay. You wait. You keep telling yourself, "I'll start tomorrow." But tomorrow is a lie. Tomorrow is comfortable. Tomorrow is safe. Tomorrow never demands anything from you. But today demands action. Today demands discipline. Today demands that you make a decision. Who are you going to be? Because there's another version of you right now Stronger, focused, disciplined, living the life you keep thinking about. But that version of you doesn't hit snooze. That version of you doesn't wait for motivation. That version of you wakes up early, even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it doesn't feel good. And then there's this version, the one who waits, the one who delays, the one who keeps saying, one day, but one day is not a plan. One day is how dreams slowly disappear. You don't lose your dreams overnight. You lose them in the morning, when you choose sleep over purpose, when you choose comfort over growth, when you choose easy over necessary. And the worst part, it feels normal. It feels normal to stay in bed. It feels normal to delay. It feels normal to say, I'll do it later. But normal doesn't lead to success. Normal leads to average. And average is where dreams go to die. If you want a different life, you have to make different choices. And it starts here. Not with a big plan, not with a perfect strategy, but with one simple decision. When that alarm rings, do you get up or do you stay the same? Because that moment is not just about waking up. It's about who you are becoming. Every time you get up early, you become stronger, more disciplined, more in control. And every time you hit snooze, you become weaker, more distracted, more stuck. That's how identity is built. Not in big moments, but in small, repeated decisions. So stop thinking this is about waking up early. It's not. It's about control. It's about discipline. It's about becoming someone who does what needs to be done, even when they don't feel like it. Because feelings will lie to you. Feelings will tell you to stay, to rest, to wait. But discipline will tell you the truth. Get up, take control, do the work. And the people who listen to discipline are the ones who win. So now, the question is simple. When your alarm rings tomorrow, what will you do? Will you stay comfortable? Or will you step into discomfort and grow? Will you go back to sleep? Or will you wake up and take control of your life? Because your future is not decided someday. It's decided every morning. Perfect. Now we go deeper. This is where the transformation begins. The first battle you keep losing every single morning before the world tests you, before life challenges you. There is one battle, and it happens in silence. The moment your alarm rings, that sound is not just a reminder. It's a challenge. Your body feels heavy. Your mind feels slow. Your eyes want to close again. And in that moment, you are standing at a crossroads. One path is easy. Stay in bed. Stay warm. Stay comfortable. The other path is hard. Get up. Move. Face the day. And most people, they choose the easy path. Not once, but every single day. And they don't even realize they're training themselves. Every time you hit snooze, you're not just going back to sleep. You are teaching your mind. It's okay to delay. It's okay to avoid. It's okay to run from discomfort. And that doesn't just stay in the morning. It follows you into your work, into your goals, into your life. You start delaying everything. You procrastinate. You hesitate. You wait for the right time. But the truth is, there is no right time. There's only the moment you act, or the moment you don't. Now imagine the opposite. Imagine you wake up, the alarm rings, and instead of thinking, you move. You sit up, you stand up, you take control. That one action changes everything, because now you are telling yourself, I don't wait, I don't delay, I take action. That's how winners are built. Not in motivation, but in movement. Number 2, the illusion that's destroying you. Comfort. It feels like peace. It feels like rest. It feels like you deserve it. But comfort is a trap. It keeps you in the same place, day after day, week after week, year after year. You tell yourself, I'll start when I feel ready. I'll do it when I have energy. I'll wake up early when life gets serious. But listen carefully. Life doesn't wait for you to feel ready. Success doesn't care about your comfort. And your dreams will not chase you. You have to chase them. Everything you want: discipline, success, respect, growth, lives on the other side of discomfort. But you keep choosing comfort, so you keep getting the same results. That's the cycle. And until you break it, nothing changes. Number 3, the hidden power of early mornings. There is something powerful about waking up early. Something most people never experience. Silence. No noise. No distractions. No pressure. Just you and your thoughts. That's where clarity comes from. That's where ideas are born. That's where you start understanding who you are and who you want to become. Most people never get this because they wake up late. And the moment they wake up, they're already reacting. Notifications, messages, noise. Their day controls them. But when you wake up early, you flip the script. You control your day. You decide what matters, what to focus on, where your energy goes. That's power, real power. And it starts in the morning. Number 4, 2 people, 2 futures. Let's make it real. 2 people, same background, same opportunities, same dreams. Person A wakes up late, hits snooze, scrolls their phone, rushes through the day, feels behind, feels stressed, feels lost. Person B wakes up early, moves their body, focuses their mind, plans their day, starts with intention, starts with clarity, starts with control. Now, fast forward 1 year, 3 years, 5 years. Person A, still stuck, still complaining, still waiting. Person B, growing, improving, winning. And people will say, wow, they're lucky. But it's not luck. It's discipline. Repeated daily. Number 5, your identity is built in the morning. You don't become successful. When you achieve something, you become successful. When you become the type of person who does what successful people do. And that identity is built in small moments. When you get up early, even when you don't feel like it, you are becoming someone stronger, more focused, more disciplined. But when you stay in bed, when you delay, when you avoid, you're also becoming someone who waits, someone who hesitates, someone who stays stuck. And over time, that identity becomes your life. So the real question is not, should I wake up early? The real question is, who am I becoming? Number 6, why you keep failing and how to fix it. Let's be honest. You've tried before. You've said, I'm going to wake up early. You set the alarm. You felt motivated. And then you failed. Why? Because you relied on motivation. Motivation is temporary. It comes and it goes. Discipline is what stays. If you want to wake up early, you need a system, not a feeling. You need to decide before you sleep that no matter what, you will get up. No negotiation, no excuses, no second chances. Because the moment you start negotiating, You lose. That's the difference. Winners don't negotiate with their comfort. They act. Number 7, the cost of staying the same. Let's talk about the real cost. Not waking up early is not just about missing time. It's about missing opportunities, missing growth, missing the life you could have had. Every morning you stay in bed, you are delaying your future. And one day, that delay turns into regret. You wake up years later, and you realize you had the time, you had the ability, you had the chance, but you didn't take it. That pain, that regret, that realization is far worse than waking up early ever will be. So ask yourself, is comfort worth your future? Is 5 more minutes worth your dreams? Is staying the same worth losing who you could become? Because every morning, you are making that decision. And the scary part is, you don't get those mornings back. They're gone forever. So now, you have to decide. Do you keep living like this? Or do you finally take control? Because nothing changes. Until you do, perfect. Now we move into the part that separates dreamers from doers. This is where everything becomes real, practical, and powerful. You don't need motivation. You need a system. Let's kill the biggest lie first. You don't wake up early because you're not motivated. No, you don't wake up early because you don't have a system. Motivation is emotional. It comes and goes. Some days you feel strong. Some days you feel weak. If your life depends on how you feel, you will never be consistent. But a system works even when you don't feel like it. That's what winners build. They don't depend on feelings. They depend on structure. They remove decisions. They remove excuses. They remove negotiation. Because every decision you remove makes your life easier. So if you really want to wake up early, stop saying, I'll try. Start saying, I don't negotiate with my alarm. Number 2, win the night before. Most people think waking up early starts in the morning. That's wrong. It starts at night. You can't sleep at 2 a.m. scrolling your phone, wasting time, and expect to wake up early with energy. That's not discipline. That's self-sabotage. If you want to wake up early, you have to earn it. Set a sleep time. Respect it. Protect it. Turn off distractions. Lower the lights. Calm your mind. Because the way you end your day determines how you start it. Winners don't just have a morning routine. They have a night routine. Number 3, the 3-step morning formula. If you wake up early, but don't use the time, you're wasting the advantage. So you need a simple system, a powerful one. Step 1, move your body. The moment you wake up, move. Don't think. Don't sit. Don't scroll. Move. Stretch. Walk. Do push-ups. Anything. Because movement kills laziness. Movement wakes up your brain. Movement creates energy. A still body creates a weak start. Step 2, feed your mind. What you consume in the morning controls your mindset for the entire day. If you start your day with noise, social media, negative content, distractions, your mind becomes scattered. But if you start with focus, learning, reading, thinking, your mind becomes sharp. Strong mind, strong day. Step 3, take control. Don't wake up and drift. Decide what matters today, what must be done. Because if you don't choose your priorities, the world will choose them for you, and you'll spend your day reacting instead of leading. Number 4, the power of small wins. You don't need to change everything overnight. And that's where people fail. They try to wake up at 4 a.m., work out for 2 hours, change their entire life in one day, and then they burn out. Success doesn't work like that. Success is built in small wins. Waking up 15 minutes earlier, that's a win. Getting out of bed without snooze, that's a win. Moving your body, that's a win. And these small wins stack up day by day, week by week, until one day, you're not the same person anymore. Number 5, what successful people understand. Look at people who win in life. They all have one thing in common. They value their mornings. They don't waste them. They protect them. They use them because they understand something most people don't. If you win the morning, you win the day. And if you win enough days, you win your life. They don't wait for energy. They create it. They don't wait for motivation. They act without it. They don't wait for the perfect time. They move now. That's the mindset. That's the difference. Number 6, breaking the excuse pattern. Let's destroy the excuses once and for all. I'm not a morning person. You weren't born that way. You trained yourself that way. And what can be trained can be changed. I need more sleep. Then sleep earlier. Discipline is not just waking up early. It's sleeping on time. I'll start tomorrow. No, you won't. Because tomorrow is comfortable. Tomorrow has no pressure. Tomorrow doesn't demand action. Only today does. And if you keep choosing tomorrow, you will stay the same forever. Number 7, make it non-negotiable. This is where everything changes. If waking up early is optional, you will fail. If it depends on your mood, you will fail. If it depends on motivation, you will fail. But if it becomes non-negotiable, you will win. No matter how you feel, no matter how tired you are, no matter how comfortable your bed is, you get up, that's it. No discussion, no debate, no second thought. Because the moment you remove choice, you create consistency. And consistency creates results. Let me tell you something powerful. The most dangerous version of you is not the most talented. It's the most disciplined. Because discipline doesn't break. It doesn't depend. It doesn't wait. It shows up every single day. And when you become that person, everything changes. Your confidence grows. Your mindset sharpens. Your life starts moving forward. Not because you got lucky, but because you became consistent. So now, you don't need more information. You don't need more motivation. You need action. Because everything you've heard, everything you felt, everything you know, means nothing without action, and action starts. In the morning, now we reach the final stage, the emotional peak, the moment of truth. This is where everything comes together. Listen carefully, because this part, this moment, this is not about waking up early anymore. This is about your life. Years from now, you're going to wake up one day, and you're going to look back at the choices you made, at the mornings you wasted, at the time you had, and one question will hit you hard. Why didn't I start when I had the chance? That question will hurt more than any early morning ever could, because regret is heavy. It doesn't show up immediately. It builds slowly, silently. You don't feel it today. You don't feel it tomorrow. But one day, it hits you all at once. When you see someone else living the life you wanted, when you realize you had the same 24 hours, the same opportunities, the same potential, but different choices, And suddenly, it's not about time anymore. It's about what you did with it. Right now, you think you have time. You'll think, I'll fix it later. I'll change soon. I'll start one day. But life doesn't work like that. Time doesn't wait. It doesn't slow down. It doesn't care about your plans. Every day you delay is a day you lose. And the truth is, you are not stuck. You are not lost. You are just comfortable in habits, comfortable in excuses, comfortable in a life that's below your potential. And comfort is the most dangerous place to live because it feels safe, but it kills growth. You don't grow when it's easy. You don't change when it's comfortable. You don't succeed when everything feels good. You grow when it's hard. You change when it's uncomfortable. You win when you do what others won't. And it all starts in the morning. That moment when your alarm rings. That moment when your mind says, stay in bed. That moment is everything. Because in that moment, you are choosing your future. Not with words, not with dreams, but with action. Every time you get up early, you are proving something to yourself. I am in control. I don't wait. I don't quit. And every time you don't, you are also proving something. I delay. I avoid. I stay the same. So stop lying to yourself. You already know what you need to do. You don't need another video. You don't need another plan. You don't need another excuse. You need to decide right now who you are going to be. Because there are only two paths. One is easy, comfortable, familiar. It requires nothing from you, but it gives you nothing in return. The other path is hard, uncomfortable, demanding, but it gives you everything: growth, respect, confidence, success. And the only difference between those two paths is what you do when that alarm rings. That's it. Not luck, not talent, not background. Just that one decision, repeated daily. So don't make this complicated. Tomorrow morning, when your alarm goes on, don't think, don't hesitate, don't negotiate. Get up, stand up, take control. Because the version of you keep dreaming about is waiting on the other side of that decision. Stronger, more focused, more disciplined. But that version of you only exists if you do the work, if you take action, if you stop choosing comfort and start choosing growth. So the question is not, can you wake up early? The real question is, will you finally take control of your life? Will you rise, or will you stay the same? Will you chase your dreams, or keep sleeping with them? Because your time is not later. Your time is now, right now, this moment, this decision. So make it count, make it real, make it yours. Get up and never go back. Will you rise, or will you stay asleep? If you want change, then get up now. Your time starts now.